Good morning, everyone. Nice to see you. This is Three Man Legion on the line, and we are very happy to welcome all our special guests and teachers coming for our competition today. My name is Nguyen, the team leaders, and those are my team members, Quân and Dong. We are extremely excited to get into this final round of this English contest. And today, we are about to bring to you an overall view about one of the most specific applications of IoT in this 21st century agriculture, the smart greenhouse.
In terms of definitions, let's take a first look at what IoT in agriculture actually is. IoT stands for Internet of Things. This refers to devices or things that are embedded with a sensor so they can send and receive information through the internet. When it comes to farm, IoT allows all the devices across the farm to measure all kind of data remotely and provide this information to the farmer in real time. This helps farmers to track farm activities and conditions to improve farm productivity, saving time and money. So why the humanity needs those innovations? According to the Worldwide Water Consumption Report, agricultural activities account for nearly 70% of our clean water usage. So we must reduce the amount of water, which is mostly wasted in the majority planting methods nowadays. And if not, water shortage in the future surely become a serious problem. About the next 30 years, the world's population will increase from 7.3 billion to 9.7 billion people on the planet. It also means that the food production must increase by a whopping 70% to meet the basic demand. Furthermore, the world has been facing the most severe climate change in recent decades, which result in a significant obstacle on the worldwide agriculture. And this is where the applications of greenhouse step in.
According to the Wikipedia, the idea of growing plants in environmentally controlled area has existed since the Roman times. As the time passing by, a lot of new adjustments, upgrades, as well as considerable amount of modern technology tools have been applied into the greenhouse. Depending upon the technical specifications of a greenhouse, the basic key factors which may be controlled include temperatures, level of light and shade, irrigations, fertilizer applications, and atmospheric humidity. A greenhouse, also called a glass house, is a structure with walls and roof made chiefly of transparent material such as glass, plastic, in which plants requiring regulated climatic conditions are grown. These structures range in size from small sheds to industrial-sized high-tech building. A gardener without a greenhouse is a bit look like a cook without a stove. And yes, you can manage, improvise, and still be creative. But the greenhouse facilitates much more than you can imagine. It supports your plants in nurturing, caring environment and provide just the right condition for plant to grow. Back in the day, despite having a solid greenhouse, the amount of work that farmers had to spend out still remained a visual drawback. So let's take a glance at this 4.0 era smart greenhouse and see how special it is.
This is the blueprint of a basic greenhouse structure. The electric devices inside are arranged in a systematic order, and all of them are equipped with a Wi-Fi module to constantly transmit data to the farmer in real time. First, we have the soil moisture measurement. Now, through the soil moisture sensor, the data will be sent to the user's smartphone. Then if the moisture index is different from what the user has set, the watering system will do the job to get the soil back to its original condition. Secondly, we have temperature and humidity management. Now, temperature and humidity sensor are used. Then the data will be transferred to the application on the smartphone. User can now selecting the air cooling function to activate the fan system when the temperature in the greenhouse is too high. Next, we have light intensity. Light sensors are used to measure light intensity. When there are no source of light around, the user will receive a notification, and then they can select the light control to activate LED lights, which help plants grow more productively. And in order to protect plants from disease or bugs, there are high-resolution cameras attached on the ceiling to provide information through the computer monitor to identify harmful pests in crops. And once identified, the machine system will spray the crops with pesticide. That is an overview of a basic structure of a smart greenhouse. And besides, you can have something else like a door lock system security, which require password to get in, or maybe an automatic robot, and much more. Now let's Nguyen continue talking about the ideas.
As the world is changing so rapidly in the recent decades, overpopulations, climate change, food resources shortage, pandemic, among the most important economic sectors, agricultures need to have a completely new face to meet the society's requirements to deal with these problems. That's why farmers need a new set of tools, modern technology, to be clear, IoT. Humans are still in control, in charge of it, but in a whole different way. We can enjoy our cup of tea in our home while controlling everything out there with just a small smartphone. Incredible, isn't it? Let's make the world in general and our future agriculture better with the help of IoT. Thank you for listening.